All right, guys, so you knew it was coming. Okay, nobody should be surprised by what I'm going to be talking about in this video because we all knew that this was going to happen. That Elon Musk would be smeared endlessly for buying Twitter and allowing free speech on the platform. And again, nobody should be surprised by the smear that the left is using against Elon Musk. It's the same old tired, intellectually lazy smear that they use anytime somebody has an opinion that doesn't agree with the liberal left or the Democrat Party, right? Again, no surprises here, okay? They're basically trying to call Elon Musk a racist, okay? They're trying to call him a white supremacist. Okay, I'm trying to do it the same way Mark Dice does it. He says white supremacist in a very funny way. But yeah, okay, yeah, they're calling Elon Musk a white supremacist. Our favorite fake black person, Sean King, called Elon Musk a white nationalist the other day, and then, you know, deleted his Twitter account after he got flamed for it. You know, he alleges that he didn't actually delete it, but we all know what actually happened there. And we have another celebrity, a couple celebrities that we're going to talk about today that are weighing in on this, basically saying the same thing. And first, we're going to start with Miss Kathy Griffin, who infamously held up the decapitated Trump head, okay? Basically showing us that the left has no problems issuing threats of violence to the president of the United States, right? But she weighed in on this because apparently she has a problem with Elon Musk buying Twitter and allowing free speech. She says, quote, "Think of the damage Zuckerberg has done. Musk is a Piers Morgan level, media thirsty, vindictive white supremacist who is looking to convince you he is an innovative disruptor." Right? So apparently, according to Kathy Griffin, Elon Musk is not an innovative disruptor, right? Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, the Boring Company, Solar City, all that is not innovative disrupting, right? He's just simply a white supremacist. And it's funny how he wasn't a white supremacist when he was doing all those other things until he actually bought Twitter. When he bought Twitter and said, hey, you know what, I want free speech, he then became a white supremacist, right? I really don't understand how this works. I really don't. Because once again, we have the left assigning all the good traits and values in society to white people, okay? Now, being pro-free speech is a white person thing, okay? According to the left. The logic here is fascinating. But this isn't the only terrible take on the whole Elon Musk buying Twitter thing. We actually have an even worse take from The View. Okay, nobody should be surprised by this because they have the worst takes on TV. As Miss Sunny Hostin basically weighed in on this and said that Elon Musk is buying Twitter to protect the free speech of straight white men.
So the richest person in the world, Elon Musk, is also a notorious Twitter troll. But he won't have to worry about being banned anymore, since he just made a deal to buy the company for $44 billion. Well, for some reason, a lot of people on the right are celebrating this as a big win for free speech. But the left loves free speech too, don't we? So why are conservatives so excited over Musk taking over?
Look, I think Twitter can be a really horrible place. And I think people are excited because he is sort of going to unleash the trolls, right? I think he is saying, you get to say whatever you want. I'm going to take away the guardrails. And for me, that is something that is a bit scary. And I think it's going to be scary to a lot of women because there have been some surveys done, and 38% of women around the world have said that they have been on the receiving end of a lot of abuse on Twitter. 85% of women have said that they have seen the abuse. And what's interesting to me about Twitter is only 22% of adults are on Twitter in the world, and that's from a 2019 Pew study. And so Twitter is not the real world. And in fact, on Twitter, it is predominantly straight white men. So when Elon Musk says, wow, this is about free speech, it seems to me that it's about free speech of straight white men. And so let them have it. Let them just go at it. I enjoy the block button on Twitter. I think it has a real outsized influence in our world because politicians and celebrities are on it. And I think what may happen, quite frankly, with Elon Musk taking it over is that there'll be some other social media platforms that take over where real people are talking, and there'll be real freedom of speech, because I'm kind of tired of billionaires taking over our modes of communication. You've got Jeff Bezos taking over the Washington Post. You've got Mark Zuckerberg taking over Facebook and Instagram. Now you've got Elon Musk taking over Twitter. You know, I guess billionaires want to take over free speech, and I'm not here for it.
Sonia.
Wow, that might be the stupidest take I've ever heard in my life. I'm so serious. I mean, like, I thought Joy Behar was the dumbest person on The View. Yeah, Sunny Hostin might actually really be the dumbest person on The View. And one of the reasons why is because every take that she has always comes from a critical race theory lens, right? Everything is racialized, okay? I mean, this woman, first of all, I want to address this. She says, well, I'm tired of billionaires taking over all the modes of communication. And I'm like, well, first and foremost, I mean, in order to have a social media company like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or even a media company or a news outlet like the Washington Post, it's going to require a whole lot of money, okay? And if there's a whole lot of users on the platform, then the platform in and of itself is going to be very valuable, which is going to make the person who owns the platform a billionaire by definition, okay? You can't have a platform like Twitter, Facebook, Washington Post without billionaires and millionaires owning it, right? I mean, that's just how it works, okay? That's just how it works. For all these people that are complaining about, well, billionaires are buying up this and taking over this, well, you can't have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, social media without billionaires, okay? You need billionaires for that, okay? These people really don't understand how the world works. Then she goes as far as to say, well, hopefully there'll be a new platform where real people will be able to speak freely, as if straight white men are not real people, okay? This is what these people actually think. They believe that straight white men should not be allowed to speak, that straight white men and their voices should not be heard. This is what they actually believe. This is what she's telling you. Because Elon Musk's version of free speech is simply, hey, I want to allow everybody to speak. And because these people think that, well, most of the people that are getting banned are straight white males, and because he'll be bringing back, a lot of people to the platform who happen to be straight white males, therefore, that's an attack on free speech, because we don't think that straight white males should be allowed to speak. And if you're allowing them to speak, you're infringing on our free speech. Our free speech is to ban straight white males from speaking. Okay, that's literally what it is. That's the logic there. And again, that is why she made the comment about transitioning over to another platform where real people can gather. But again, the funny thing about that is that that's not going to happen, right? These are the same people that say they was moving to Canada, Africa, Europe, right? They was moving to all these other countries when Trump was elected. They're not going to do that. You're not going to another platform, okay? But ideally, they want to live in an echo chamber. That's what they're saying. We want to live in an echo chamber. We don't want to hear any opinions that we disagree with, especially if it comes from a straight white male. It's really simple. They don't want straight white males to have a voice whatsoever. They don't want straight white males to speak. This is why they go after straight white male Elon Musk and call him a white supremacist for allowing free speech on the platform, okay? Even these people know that their definition of free speech is silly, okay? This is why they have to do mental gymnastics in order to try to justify defining free speech as the ability to ban and deny other people of free speech, because they say, oh no, well, their free speech is harmful, therefore it's not free speech. You notice how Sunny Hostin here said that, well, Elon Musk allowing the platform to be a free speech platform, that's harmful to women, okay? Because, people say mean things to women on Twitter, but only straight white males, right? No other groups of people say mean things to women on the internet, right? And, that's also harmful to people of color, because he's going to unban straight white males who I don't like. And because I don't like them, therefore they're dangerous. Again, you guys see how this works. These people simply do not believe in free speech. They just don't. They don't believe in people being allowed to voice opinions that they disagree with. They simply don't believe in it. They try to act like they believe in it and say, well, real free speech is, again, speech that doesn't involve misinformation or disinformation, okay? Even though, again, their side of the aisle spews the most misinformation / disinformation more than anybody else. But regardless, again, it's quite simple. They don't believe in free speech. And instead of just coming out here and saying, listen, I don't believe in free speech, They try to do mental gymnastics to try to justify banning people and taking away other people's free speech. If you don't believe in free speech, just say, I don't believe in it. I'll respect you a lot more than going on TV and giving these insane takes that make no sense whatsoever, that make you sound stupid. It's really hard to believe that Sonny Hostin used to be a lawyer. And this is the depth of your analysis, right? That Elon Musk is allowing free speech for straight white males. That is the depth of your analysis here, okay? As if only straight white males have been banned from Twitter. No. Elon Musk is allowing speech for everybody. Real free speech is the ability to say things and to voice your opinions that other people might not like without being punished for it. Elon Musk is saying, listen, I want to build a platform where we're not deplatforming and punishing people for unpopular opinions or opinions that others deem as misinformation, okay? That's what Elon Musk is doing. And what he's doing is actually fundamental to saving democracy. You know the thing that Democrats claim they care about so much? Because what's anti-democratic is when a platform bans a major news outlet for publishing a true story because that story might affect the outcome of the election. That is actually an attack on democracy. That is an attack on democracy. But again, people like Sonny Hostin, though, they don't care about that because they agree with that. They're totally fine with that. Regardless of whether or not the story was true, they don't care. Their only thing is, well, you know what? We don't like these straight white males. We don't like the fact that they have a voice. We don't care about all the other potential ramifications of blocking these people and censorship. We don't care about that. All we care about is the fact that we don't like a certain group of people talking, being able to speak, being able to have a voice. Therefore, we're against free speech. And we're going to smear anybody who stands up for the fundamental rights of free speech as a white supremacist. Okay? That's what this is. That's what this is. It's just so crazy how the label white supremacist has become so empty, right? Just like the label racist has become so empty because it's simply anybody that disagrees with the left. Anybody that disagrees with the left is a racist, they're a white supremacist, yada, 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 right? It's just so funny how this stuff works. But again, the authoritarian left, the fascist left, once again, is showing who they actually are. And there's no surprises that they're now losing the battle, that the tides have turned against them because they've went too far. They've shown themselves to be who they actually are. They don't believe in free speech, right? They don't believe in any of this stuff. They don't believe in your fundamental rights. They don't. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.